Yo, what's up everyone? Treyman1 here today with a different type of video. I will be discussing the major differences between our main series Ash and Ash from the movie universe, as these two characters, while they are the same person, have a lot of differences. A few examples is both Ashes did start their journey after seeing Ho-Oh, but one of the major differences that set these two on different paths is the alternate universe Ash got the Rainbow Wing, and that set him on this journey to find Ho-Oh, while our Ash saw Ho-Oh, wanted to meet this Pokemon, and went on this journey to take on the Gym Quest and Pokemon League. Another good example is in movie 2000 and The Power of Us. Both movies focused on Lugia, but our Ash had to go through the whole thing of the legendary trio of birds, while this Ash has something to do with Zeraora. And even with the next movie, Pokemon Forever and Pokemon Coco, both seem to have a focus on Celebi, but as we know in the original version, Ash went back in time to meet the original Professor Oak, while it seems here he's going back in time to meet Coco. I'm not sure what the plot of the story is going to be, but as we can see, they're two completely different stories. And it does seem like this movie series is going to follow a pattern using some of the same legendaries that Ash has visited in the movie. I'm assuming that the next one will be about Latios and Latias. And yes, we didn't get a movie about Entei, but I believe the reason for that is because that year that we would have got the Entei movie, we got Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution. So, yeah. But looking at both of these Ashes and how they started their journey, they were completely different. As we know, our Ash, he was an extremely bad trainer when he started. He was a rookie. He made a lot of mistakes. He really didn't win many of his gym battles. He traveled with Brock and Misty through Kanto, Orange Islands, and Johto. And with his Charizard, Charizard did not listen to him throughout most of the original series, being due to the fact that it wasn't originally Ash's Pokemon. They kind of went with the game route of, you get a strong Pokemon and you don't have enough gym badges, it won't listen to you, basically. Meanwhile, the alternate universe version of Ash is a beast. I remember he destroyed Erica's gym with Pikachu, also defeating his trainer with a Snorlax. And even when he battled Cross, he's like, Pikachu would have won that fight. His version of Pikachu can also hold his own against legendaries pretty early on, being able to fight against Marshadow, go toe-to-toe with Zeraora, and they were even able to fight Ho early on. But instead of Brock and Misty, this version of Ash actually traveled with Verity and Sorrel in this first movie. And as for his Charizard, they took a completely different route. For one, Charizard's trainer was completely different, being a trainer named Cross, who seems to be from the Alola region. And instead of Charizard being the kind of jerk to Ash, Ash was the jerk to his Charizard, basically due to the fact that Marshadow was taking over him at one point. He said some nasty stuff to Charmeleon, and obviously, he didn't mean it, but Charizard stays loyal to Ash through the entire movie, doesn't have any issues with listening or anything like that. Now, some characters that also did have some similarities is Butterfree, for example. Butterfree pretty much stayed the same in both universes, even with this release. And I actually believe this Ash woke up a lot later than what he would have woken up in the original series, because in the original series, Ash wakes himself up like, oh my goodness, the sun, I gotta go. This time around, I think he sleeps even later, to the point where Delia has to come back home and then wake him up. Because Gary already gets his Squirtle, and I'm pretty sure by the point Ash gets his Pokemon, is already gone on his journey, which is why they don't have that interaction. Also, this really is an alternate universe, because this time around we see Tierno getting a Charmander. As we know, Ash doesn't meet Tierno in the main series until the Kalos region. And Marina gets Bulbasaur, and you may not remember Marina, but she is also from the original series. She was the water-type trainer, and I guess you could say a little rival to Misty at one point. And this time around, she gets Bulbasaur. And as for Ash's companions in the alternate universe, I don't think that any of these characters ended up meeting Ash. We get to see them in the end credits, and they all keep looking at something. A lot of people speculate that this is them meeting Ash for the first time, but considering the fact that in the alternate universe movies, Ash is continuing on his journey and not with any of these characters, I think he didn't actually get to meet these characters. I mean, obviously Brock and Misty because of the gym, but yeah. The two Team Rockets are very different as well. As we know, in the original series, Ash meets Team Rocket within the first few episodes, and they follow Ash through the entire series, the entire 20 years, even though Ash is still 10 somehow, but okay. But yeah, Team Rocket were inspired by Ash's Pikachu early on, that set their goal of wanting to catch Pikachu, while in the alternate universe, in the first movie, Team Rocket and Ash don't have a single interaction. Team Rocket are in the movie, but they're not focused on Ash. They're focused on Entei, Ho-Oh, the big legendaries. Basically, they're being Team Rocket. Like, they want to catch Pokemon. But I wonder, when did they actually meet Ash? We don't get to see that on screen, but in the Power of Us, apparently they do know Ash. They call him the twerp, and they have another battle. So it does seem like after Ash's Kanto journey is when he meets Team Rocket this time around. Another thing about AU Ash that's very different from our Ash is, I guess you could say he's a bit more mature, because when it's time for Ash to say goodbye to Brock and Misty, he breaks down. Like, he can't take it. You know, these were his great close friends. And then again, Ash did travel with Brock and Misty a lot longer than he did with his companions from the alternate universe. But still, you know, this was his first time saying goodbye to somebody, and it was just hard. In the alternate universe, these three go their separate ways pretty well. Like, Ash takes it pretty good. And from this point on, he's traveling by himself, which is one of the biggest difference from this Ash and our Ash. Like, our Ash always travels with companions. Even in the new series, he is Go, while this Ash is traveling the world on his own, just doing his thing. And I'm not sure if AU Ash is even taking on the gym quest anymore, because he did take on 3 gym battles in the first movie, but after searching for the whole feather, who knows what this Ash could be doing. Every time we see him, he doesn't really seem to be focused on gyms. He still wants to be a Pokemon master, but he's doing other stuff focused with legendary. So I like to say that this Ash takes on gyms for the fun of it, but he isn't really focused on winning the league like our Ash. And yes, while the alternate universe Ash started out to be an amazing trainer, what I really like about our main series Ash is that he started from the bottom and worked his way up. Because in the first series, he lost top 16. You know, it really got to him because he really realized he wasn't that good of a trainer. But he worked his way up, going from region to region, getting these amazing Pokemon, becoming better at battling, and to the point where he even won the Alola League. That's why I really think main series Ash stands way higher. Now, if we do get to see more of the alternate universe Ash through these movies, and he actually gets some nice accomplishments, that'll be cool, but he didn't have to start from the bottom like main series Ash did. He kind of started and was already good. Pikachu literally had Thunderbolt, Quick Attack, and Iron Tail in I Choose You, which, as we know, our Ash couldn't get Iron Tail till the Hoenn series, and he did have Quick Attack and Thunderbolt, but still, you know, that's major differences right there. Like, Iron Tail's a pretty powerful move. And one thing about both of these Ashes, they both have something very special to them that no other trainer can do. For example, main series Ash is Ash Greninja, 10 million volt Thunderbolt, Dust Form Lycanroc, and these aura powers with Riolu. While in the alternate universe, Ash straight up hears Pikachu talk in one moment, which is crazy that our Ash has never really dealt with anything like that, because you would think after all the traveling that they've done, that Ash would have been able to hear Pikachu at least once in the series, but nope, that's never happened yet. This Ash was able to grow a bond so close with Pikachu that he heard him speak. And now, yes, he may have been, you know, dizzy as well. It might not have really been Pikachu speaking, but still, that was pretty interesting. And what I really like about the alternate universe is the stories that they tell. Basically, these movies are telling their own story and actually in a continuity. As we know, the previous movies, they were really never canon to the series, which was like they were just movies just to watch, just for the sake of watching. But with the alternate universe, every time we see that hat, this specific I Choose You hat, we know this is continuing this Ash's journey, which I really do like about the alternate universe movie. Even Team Rocket have a different design in this universe than the main series, and it seems like they're going to keep this new design as we see them like this in Coco, which I just really like about this alternate universe. Like, they're distinguishing that these are two separate universes, and it clearly shows that these are. I'm hoping that in the alternate universe we do get to see Ash catch some more Pokemon, because it just seems like it's just him and Pikachu traveling throughout the regions. I'm not sure what happened to Charizard, because I don't think he would need to release it to the Terrific Valley, as it was still listening. But in conclusion, if these two Ashes had a battle, you know, our main series Ash would definitely win. Pikachu versus Pikachu. For one, we know our Ash has 4 moves: Thunderbolt, Quick Attack, Iron Tail, and Electro Web, while the other one just has Thunderbolt, Quick Attack, and Iron Tail. You can assume it might have Volt Tackle, considering like it was charging up with electricity fighting Zeraora, but it wasn't never confirmed, so yeah. But also, when you think about it, if I Choose You Ash fought the original series Ash, he would destroy our original series Ash, because he wasn't that good of a trainer back then. Which that's the thing with the alternate universe. This Ash is a what if, you know, he was a good trainer from the start. But if he was to fight Pocket Monsters, Pokemon Journeys Ash, our Ash would destroy this kid easily. But yeah, everyone, I do hope that we get to continue these alternate universe movies, because I really love the stories that they're telling us, and that they're in a continuity. Like, these movies relate to one another now compared to the original series movies where it was just, they weren't really canon. A few of them were canon, but not a lot of them. But yeah, everyone, in the comments down below, let me know what y'all think of main series Ash and alternate universe Ash. I know I said Ash a lot in this video, and it was kind of a tongue twister a bit at times, but yeah, guys, I really like the main series Ash for his coming up, basically. How he started as this rookie trainer, he had no experience, and he had to work his way up. AU Ash is cool too because he started out pretty good, but he will never be able to compare to the original series Ash. Thank you all for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Trayman1. Peace out.